In the heart of whispering woods, nestled amongst giggling squirrels and curious chipmunks, stood a young pine tree named Pete. Unlike his brothers and sisters, all tall and proud, Pete was a little fellow. He dreamt of grand things, of being decorated with sparkling lights and dazzling ornaments, just like the grand Christmas trees he'd heard stories about from the wise old owl. One crisp autumn day, a group of children skipped into the woods, their laughter echoing through the trees. They were searching for the perfect pine tree for their upcoming Christmas celebration. Pete puffed up his branches, hoping to catch their eye. But alas, the children passed him by, drawn to the taller pines. Dejected, Pete drooped his branches. A tear, glistening like a dewdrop, trickled down his bark. Suddenly, a tiny voice squeaked. "Why this sad face, Pete?" It was Pip, a baby bluebird perched on a nearby branch. Pete sniffled and poured his heart out about his Christmas tree dreams. Pip tilted his head thoughtfully. "Don't worry, Pete," he chirped. "Christmas isn't just about being big. It's about spreading joy." Pip, being a resourceful little bird, fluttered off and gathered his friends. There were fireflies with their twinkling lights, ladybugs with their shiny red backs, and even fluffy white spiders who spun shimmering webs. Together, they decorated Pete. The fireflies became twinkling ornaments, the ladybugs added pops of color, and the spiderwebs, with morning dew clinging to them, transformed into shimmering tinsel. The next day, the children returned, their eyes scanning the woods. This time, they stopped short. There, amidst the tall pines, stood Pete, sparkling with a unique kind of magic. The children gasped in awe. They had never seen a Christmas tree like this before. One by one, they carefully hung their handmade decorations on Pete's branches. There were paper snowflakes, gingerbread cookie ornaments, and even a lopsided star made of twigs. Pete beamed with pride. He wasn't just a Christmas tree. He was a symbol of creativity and friendship. Finally, they hung a beautiful, hand-stitched stocking on his lowest branch. It was filled with treats for the woodland creatures, nuts, berries, and even a few juicy worms. Pete knew then that Christmas wasn't just about decorations. It was about sharing and caring for others. That night, the whole forest gathered around Pete. The fireflies twinkled, the children sang carols, and the woodland creatures munched on their treats. Pete, the little pine tree with a big heart, had become the center of a magical Christmas celebration, proving that even the smallest among us can bring joy and wonder to the world.